Hello, world. It is December 6th, 2023, and looking out the window at Defiance, it is kind of an overcast day. Uh, Coolish. It was around freezing, 32 degrees Fahrenheit on this morning, and I think it's going to get into the 40s, but just mostly a cloudy day again. The devotion for today is entitled Holy Desperation, written by Vicki Kemper. Vicki bases the devotion upon Isaiah 41, chapter 41, verses 17 through 18, adapted from the Message Bible. The poor and homeless are desperate for water, their tongues parched, and no water to be found. But I'm there to be found. I'm there for them, and I will not leave them thirsty. I'll open up rivers for them on the barren hills, spout fountains in the valleys. I'll turn the baked clay badlands into a cool pond, the waterless waste into splashing creeks. And then Vicki writes, the Great Salt Lake was once a paradise for boaters, birdwatchers, and beachgoers. But the massive body of water, home to brine shrimp and flies that attract 10 million migratory birds a year, is drying up. The Antelope Island Marina, where pleasure boats once docked, is a pathetic collection of warped walkways over dried dirt. Visitors intent on floating in the lake's famously salty waters are warned that they will have to walk up to a mile from the shore. Most concerning is the poisonous arsenic exposed by the dry lake bed and carried by wind into the lungs of the region's residents. What does this unfolding disaster have to do with Advent, a season of waiting and watching for God to fulfill our longings for union and wholeness? The Word becomes flesh, not simply to gratify our spiritual desires, but also to satisfy and transform our desperate physical, societal, economic, and environmental needs. While we look up and down and all around for any sign of hope, when our situations become so dire that we stop believing in deliverance and restoration, God comes to us again, longing to be found, wanting to reveal love's power, waiting to make miracles out of our mighty messes. And in Vicky's prayer, come to us again, O God, and quench our thirst for water, for hope, for justice, and peace, for you. Amen. A couple things that came to my mind as I was reading this. One is I did go and look on Wikipedia about the Great Salt Lake, and it's amazing how much it's shrunk in my lifetime. In 1987, it was 3,000 something square miles. In 2022, I think it was 980 square miles. So it's a third of what it was since 1987, and that's not really that long ago. So what she was talking about is true. Um, but what this devotion really reminded me of is sometimes the waiting that we're waiting for is for us to act. That we are God's hands and feet in the world, and unless we do something to make a difference, if we just sit on our rears waiting for God to do something, nothing's going to happen, because God comes to us and tries to inspire us to see the things that are wrong in this world and to work to overcome them. Because if I don't know if you believe the creation story or not, but humanity was given the job to manage creation, to care for and nurture it, and that includes other people too. We're a community on this creation, and it's really up to us. We just can't sit and wait for God to act, because God is sitting and waiting for us to act. That's my impression. Yours may be different. But anyway, hope you have a good day, and hope you can enjoy this day, even with the cloudy, overcast conditions that are so typical of Midwest winters. But hope to talk to you again soon.